not do that. Please, please, please. There we go. Conference room. Don't need the N's anymore. I don't need the O's. And the R. There we go. That was pretty good. Just need another O. There we go. There we go. That's it. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
I got it.
Just a heads up, if you lose all your health, I'm not sure that is too much of a penalty, but you might want to save again after this was safe. Alright. Let's give it a save. I've lost before on the second trial, but it wasn't that bad because it was at the very start, so we just restarted it. But if we had to restart the whole thing on this case, it would be pretty bad.
Huh? Conference room?
But the hospital and the music venue look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. Got to make that clear what that work was. Here we go again. Make your argument. Motel room key, scrap of thick paper. For your Hiko's account, music venue curtain, that's it.
There's no way the conference room
It's a 3.
and the music venue look the same.
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Oh no, I wanted to agree with that.
I still can't believe he mixed. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
That was the right one. It was, they made the kind of set. Alright. We got this now.
There's no way and the music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or
Alright,
did they
here we
make some
go.
kind of set?
Need to get rid of these. And then shoot. Nice and easy. What?
Damn it!
I shot it with a curtain at the music venue, didn't I?
There's no way the
Wait, am I missing something? Motel room key, scrap of thick paper, music venue curtain, step ladder, surveillance cameras. It was not the music venue curtain? What?
and the music venue look the same.
AC
Which place
temperature
resembled the other?
for Yuhiko's account? I don't think that's it, but I gotta double check. The three Yuhiko met Mikan in front of the hospital. They split up in search for Ibuki. They checked. Oh, that's not it. How is it not the
Did the
curtain?
conference room look like
Maybe
the
I
music
just,
venue?
maybe it is the curtain. I just used it
Or
in
did
the wrong
music
thing.
venue look like the conference room?
Maybe this is it.
That must be it.
Ah, I got it. I got it.
What the killer did was make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room.
Here we go.
He did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
So it was definitely Mikan at this point.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident, it somehow became a plain black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right! It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid! That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like the conference room? In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light-blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, probably. Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference room. It's gotta be that. Scrap music venue curtain? No, really, stop light a candle?
I can prove it with this.
Yeah, it was a lighting, right?
You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. But if you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candlelight.
Oh, so that's why.
Wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means... Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect. With that cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
Yes.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
I feel like I've heard Bayside Cop say that before, but isn't that the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
That video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue, which means there was a fake somewhere. The fake must have been the Hiyoko at the motel, the Ibuki at the music venue, the Ibuki in the conference room. The Ibuki at the music venue? Not a fake.
Damn it!
Oh no, there goes my health. There was a fake somewhere. The fake must have been the Ibuki at the conference room.
I see!
It's because when they say fake, it makes me think
The
of
person
something
wearing
else,
the
but
hit bag in that video
yeah.
wasn't Ibuki.
it wasn't Ibuki in the video, for sure. That's obvious.
It was the killer
I
pretending
was just a
to be
bit
Ibuki.
confused on what they meant by fake. I don't know.
The killer put on a hospital gown, wore a hit bag on their head, and was only pretending to be the victim.
By
I
that
said from the
time,
start he was never heard in the
real
video.
Ibuki
Yeah,
must
we
have
got
already
there.
been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier.
We still don't know who did it
Probably
though.
around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
So that's what happened. Then, no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me
But
was...
why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
I still think it's Mikan. It's the
Recent
only
killer
one
made
that's
a
like
fake
suspicious.
There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
Huh?
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right, I sure already know. I should have already known who the killer is. I think I wanted to say, but well, I guess I can't. I'm pretty sure it is Mikan.
You're the only one!
Oh, this is like I got it right.
Mika, you're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Like I said, aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hiyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, Don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her
That's
first.
why she went to sleep with us in our bed, because she wanted to follow us.
She's right.
She wanted to know exactly when we woke up and stuff.
A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
But we're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikan have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence?
I do want my prediction from last week to come through, that Mika will have a personality shift if she turns out to be guilty. Probably she has had a slight personality shifts before, so probably she's hiding something. Shouldn't you get some rest, Ray? You should be exhausted from nursing without any sleep, right? Then, if you insist, I'll use the on-call room upstairs. You must be mentally exhausted, so it's better if you relax in the lobby instead.
At that
Oh my
time,
god, it
you
was
said you were going to the on-call room, but you actually went to the conference room. That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
Ah, so that's why Akane couldn't find an extra hospital gown, probably.
So that must
Yeah,
mean...
maybe she took from the 4th room.
Please, wait a second.
That was the only vacant room.
What are you saying? I'm the killer? That's impossible. There's no way I could kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows you can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong. It's totally wrong. It's not what you think.
Unless there's gonna be a twist right here.
Just
but
like Akane
not
said.
sure.
It is really hard to tie it all together. I mean,
It's not. It does
Mikan
make sense.
is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
That slow-witted remark is not necessary.
But the woman remark is.
It's fine.
I'm just joking.
I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft
Yeah, but that might just be you pretending, though.
Even I can't deny that. How many times do I have to tell you? It's impossible for me to kill someone. I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
Do you hate me?
It's obvious she's just pretending from the start. It's just such a forced personality.
Hey, Hajime!
Everyone's ganging up on me. Oh, look at that! It's obvious she's pretending. Holy shit. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Yes, if she just pretends to be like a weak shit. All the time, she was just pretending. Could it be I'm the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it would be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute? Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, and I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Well, maybe that's gonna be a twist here.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
What do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
Dang, that's a huge deal.
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got
That's
it at
true.
the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
Hold on. I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along. What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope wouldn't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too.
My god, Nagito.
Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
And then, I finished speaking.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Is that really true? Oh, here we go again. Make your argument. Surveillance camera units, AC temperature, rope used for hanging.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Surveillance camera units, AC temperature, rope used for hanging, scrap of thick paper, music venue curtain. Not sure.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki's true cause of death was strangulation. The fact it is a decisive proof that would lead to the killer.
Ibuki.
What would it be though? Surveillance camera unit? Music venue curtain? Scrap of thick paper. What did Mikan's autopsy report say? Let's go check. No, that's not it. I guess there's no Mikan's autopsy report. Surveillance camera unit. Smashed to pieces, no longer works. AC temperature. It's extremely hot. Music venue curtain. A black curtain, it's not wide enough. Looks like it was brought from the supermarket. Scrap of thick paper. It's gonna be the rope used for hanging. The rope used for hanging. According to Mikan, there's no doubt that's the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. Oh. Mikan did say the cause was no doubt her hanging. So that's gonna be it, right? So we're gonna have to contradict something with what she said. Mikan saying she used the rope for hanging.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically
Maybe
the
that's
same
gonna
thing.
be the contradiction.
Though
Strangled.
hanging and strangling
That's
seem
gonna be
similar,
it
the
for
scars
sure.
they leave- Scars.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna
we believed
skip
it.
this.
Why would that be? Did we fall for some? The body at the crime scene. Obviously, we did.
The Monokuma file, it never specified.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
It's gonna be that for sure. I already know.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Oh my god, no. I guess not.
Crap!
Okay, there goes our health. Oof, I didn't save actually. This is gonna be a problem. We know it is what Mikan said. She said the cause of death was hanging herself with a rope. But if she used it for strangling... But that's not a
She
contradiction
was
though.
strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
No. Fuck.
Crap!
I thought it would be that because you would contradict what
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Mikan
She was
said.
strangled to death.
That's basically the same.
Though hanging and strangling, the scars they leave would look different. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Because Mikan lied.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Yes! There we go. That's it.
That must be it!
We got it. We got it. We got it.
So that's what happened. We've been falling for the killer's lie this whole time.
There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right? Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself. I see, I see. So Ibuki died by hanging herself.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikan?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling. Just by
Yeah,
the
for
look.
sure. That's like obvious.
You, Mikan, the ultimate nurse.
Please wait!
It wouldn't even be like a difficult question to answer in an autopsy. It would be like so
First of all,
obvious.
I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You are right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can
Yes,
notice the
it's like,
difference
it's not
between
even
a hanging
close.
and strangulation.
It's not even like...
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
The thing is, when you're hanged, you usually die from breaking your neck. Not just like, even if we ignore the signs of like actually being strangled, which would lead to like burn injuries and whatnot. It would just like be a completely different cause of death.
He's totally right. I'm
So
such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Even
Mikan
if the
nursed
person
me
who
till I got
hanged-
better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Even if the person who hanged died from choking and not actually breaking their neck, which happens not very often, but when it's like poorly done, the hanging, it can happen. It would still be like completely different.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing
The-
is what helped
the
her
wounds.
draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikan because she was nursing her.
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? 'Cause she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong.
This is pretty obvious at this point.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you.
I like his face.
I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon
We
is the
have!
killer.
We all know you're just like being stupid because she pretends to be soft.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer.
Like we have concrete evidence that she's like the only person who could have been the killer. The only reason people are like, maybe she's not the killer, is just because she like acts off. So it's kind of annoying at this point. She's like, it's so obvious.
There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Just
Is that really
stop.
true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
Oh my god.
I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikon!
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying.
Exactly what I was thinking, Agito.
Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
Fine. The same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair. Hey
Jackie.
Mikon, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that
That's
video
exactly
Hajime
it.
watched?
There's like no other person.
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room.
There's a character like this in the first game too, a split personality thing. One is meek, other one is ruthless. I don't think her case is a split personality though. I think she's literally just faking it.
Treat
She's
me
just
like
faking
a
to be
killer
meek.
Based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy. I didn't do anything wrong. Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already.
Is this broad really okay? She's emotionally unstable.
I'm not the killer. The video. I never filmed that video.
It seems she finally started arguing for us. But the only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So,
Oh my god, I'm so low on health. I actually have to save right here. Because otherwise, if we lose, we're gonna go back a long way. The whole trial. Could it be? Or is this Chucky's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me. The only person who saw the
Why
video.
did you get to decide I'm the killer? Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
I need to make up my mind. I'm the only one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this. Make your argument. Blood on the soles, rope used for hanging, scrap of thick paper, Mikan's account. Hotel room key, AC temperature, Mikan's account. Let's go back and check Mikan's account. Right up until Monokuma announcement that morning, Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. Afterward, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki had disappeared. When she rushed out of the hospital to search for Ibuki, she apparently met up with Fuyuhiko. What are the other options we have? AC temperature, Mikan's account, plot on the soles, rope used for hanging, motor room key. It's gonna be either her accounts or the AC temperature. Or the blood on the soles? I don't think so. I'm gonna go with her account to start with.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
It's gonna be the blood on the
Just from
soles,
that dim
right?
Candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body
Yeah,
type.
it is gonna be the blood on the soles.
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Okay. It's gonna be the blood on the soles because Mikan didn't have blood on her soles, but Ibuki did. So that's gonna be it. That's the difference.
We can't think of anybody else other than who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on
Hemp
her
bag
head
on her
the proof?
head. No.
Is the hospital gown she
Hospital
was wearing
gown.
suspicious?
No.
Or could it be the hospital slippers?
Yes. The hospital slippers. Oh no. The blood stains on the soles of the feet? I guess not. Let's try again then.
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Camera angle.
Just from that dim candlelight?
Candlelight.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Killer's mistake. The blood on the soles, but that would be a contradiction. That's alright. Okay, let's look at this again. Rope used for hanging, motel room key, scrap of thick
We can't
paper,
think of anybody else
surveillance
other than you.
camera unit, AC
could have filmed
temperature,
that video?
Mikan's account. let's check the AC temperature. It was extremely hot, so that's probably not it. Surveillance camera unit was destroyed.